Breaking news, breaking news. Manhunt is over. Suspect captured, taken off the streets. Look at this guy right here. This is 39-year-old Shaun Boker. Overnight in Chesapeake, Virginia, he murdered a woman and shot 2 police officers, then took off. And there was a massive manhunt going on looking for this guy, and this morning he has been captured. But what in the heck happened in Chesapeake, Virginia? It was a gigantic crime scene. There were streets blocked off, crime scene tape set up, and everyone was looking for this man who eventually got caught. So I'm going to share some information about Shaun Boker and the case of him shooting 2 officers and murdering a woman. Check it out.
Updating breaking news in Chesapeake following a domestic assault on Willow Bridge Court. Chesapeake police have arrested 39-year-old Shaun Boker, who was on the run after allegedly shooting and killing a woman and shooting 2 officers. Jeremiah Beatty has followed this story all morning long into the afternoon. Jeremiah, this investigation ends in Portsmouth.
That's right, Ashley. Yes, I'm here on Cypress Road, where police were able to track down 39-year-old Shaun Boker. They arrested him and took him into custody after he barricaded himself inside that home. But how we got here starts at Woodbridge Apartments in Chesapeake. Broken glass and bullet holes leave a violent reminder of just how serious things got before Chesapeake police arrived at Woodbridge Apartments on Willow Bridge Court in Chesapeake. Thursday morning, several neighbors shared what they heard.
Just a lot of yelling and screaming.
One neighbor who wanted to remain off camera for safety reasons says she made the 911 call. She says hearing those screams is a sound she may never get over.
I heard a lot of bumping and knocking, so that's when you can hear them falling down the step. Of course, I'm videoing it. I'm at the door calling the police.
Leo Kaczynski with the Chesapeake police said the call came in as a domestic assault around 10:30 p.m. He said the woman's screams sent officers racing to the door to help.
They attempted to breach the door with their bodies, basically just kind of muscled the door open. And while they were doing this, all of a sudden from inside, gunshots started coming through.
Other officers who showed up to Willow Bridge Court found a woman who had been shot. She later died at a hospital, and the 2 officers are now recovering. Kaczynski said the 39-year-old Shaun Boker became the main suspect. Boker was wanted for questioning but ran from police. That's when officers put out a warning saying he was armed and dangerous. However, they were able to track Boker down to a home on Cypress Road in Portsmouth.
According to his most recent DMV records that I had access to, he was from Portsmouth.
Portsmouth police confirmed Boker barricaded himself inside the home, standing off with police. Neighbors who watched this investigation unfold say this kind of violence isn't what they expect in their community.
You can control people, but you can't control guns.
Now, at this time, police have not shared Boker's relationship with the woman, but investigators say he does have a criminal past. Boker is now in custody and is facing a long list of charges, including first-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted murder of a law enforcement officer. In Portsmouth, Jeremiah Beatty, 13 News Now.
Okay, so a lot of questions here. Jeremiah, thank you for your reporting all morning long and into the afternoon.
All right, this is the public Facebook profile of Shaun Boker. Shaun Boker, and he got arrested today after a manhunt overnight looking for him. Shot 2 cops, killed a woman. Look, poor baby, because he posted this in 2020 of a baby. I'm assuming it's his child, and now this child's going to be without a father because of this idiot's reckless decisions, right? So I feel sorry for the child growing up without a father, but at the same time, good riddance, because this guy is off the streets. This cop shooter is off the streets. Not much on his Facebook profile other than him holding a child. Looks like he's into cars, but the manhunt is over, but it kind of shows you a little bit about this guy. Not much other social media presence that I found on this guy other than he's an habitual criminal with ties to Florida, and he has arrests in the past. So 2 cops shot, 1 woman dead, and this guy taken off the streets. Well, it does appear, Patty Boker, is his mom. Look, my son and his son, Shaun and Raiden. So this Boker guy has a son. Was he not thinking about his son when he committed this crime? I mean, what's going on here? His mom. There is photos. His mom, Portsmouth, Virginia. So looks like his mom is a former school bus driver. She appears to be some photos with some people here. Is he going to reach out to family? Is he going to reach out to family for help? What do you think?
Your Thursday morning with breaking news from Chesapeake. This is important for you to hear. A man who is considered armed and dangerous is on the loose. Thank you for joining us. I'm Katie Collette.
And I'm Julia Avery, in for Kiana Patterson this morning. A woman is dead. 2 officers are hurt after they were shot responding to a domestic call. This is the man that Chesapeake police are looking for here on your screen. His name is Shaun Boker. He is wanted for questioning in connection to this shooting. Again, Boker is considered armed and dangerous.
10 on your side's Michael Rinker has been following this story. He joins us live at the scene. Michael?
Good morning, Katie and Julia. Police here are still at the scene at the apartment complex. They got a call last night around 10:30 of a domestic dispute, and they came out to the scene on Willow Bridge Court. And that's where when they got here, they heard a woman inside screaming for help and while negotiating to try and get her to open the door. That's when shots were fired and officers were struck through the doorway. And they were eventually able to get inside the apartment, and that is where they found the woman suffering from gunshot wounds. She was taken to a local hospital where she would die. Now, the 2 officers that were shot, they are listed as non-life-threatening injuries. And now police are searching for Shaun Boker. He was nowhere to be seen inside the apartment when police were eventually able to make their way inside. That sparked a manhunt late last night. He's listed as armed and dangerous. People in this area were told to shelter in place. And so right now, that is how it is remaining. And we talked with police last night. They say that when they got here to the scene, their biggest priority was to get to the victim, but they didn't know what was waiting for them on the other side of that door.
This is kind of the worst case scenario. You know, we arrive at a residence, you hear cries for help, we're trying to get inside to help, and, you know, we're met with gunshot, gunshots coming at you. So this is kind of like one of the worst case scenarios that officers deal with.
Now this morning I was able to walk to the back side of the apartment complex, and this is what I saw. You see an open window on the upstairs of the apartment, and it looks to be like blood right underneath that window. And through the door you could see, or through the window you could see a door with a pretty large hole in it. Now police have not confirmed that the suspect Boker escaped in any particular way, but there's only 2 ways out of the apartment. It's the upstairs window or the front door. And so it is worth noting that where they're looking at here on the scene is the 3rd door from the left of the building. And once you open that door, it goes directly upstairs to where the apartment is. And then the windows were open on the back side. So again, right now, Matthew Boker is still listed as armed and dangerous. Police have not given us any new information about if they have captured him, but so right now it is an active manhunt and an investigation. And of course, we'll bring you the latest throughout the morning here on 10 on your side, but also on wavy.com. Live in Chesapeake, Michael Rinker, 10 on your side.
We continue to follow breaking news from Chesapeake. Police are searching for a man they say is armed and dangerous.
That alert came after a shooting took the life of a woman and hurt 2 officers while they responded to a domestic call. Take a look at your screen. This is the man Chesapeake police are looking for. His name is Shaun Boker. He is wanted for questioning in connection to this shooting. Again, Boker is considered armed and dangerous.
10 on your side's Kagan Hughes joins us live from Chesapeake with the details they've gathered there at the scene. Kagan?
Yeah, Katie, Julia, we've been here all morning and we've actually started to see police. They've been here since 10 o'clock last night, and you still see the heavy police presence, the crime tape that is up. Now, residents in this area were told to shelter in place last night, and we got to talk to one of them who says that seeing all the police here and knowing what happened is scary.
Definitely scary because I do live around here, so it's like I definitely am gonna keep my eyes out, but yeah, definitely I'm a bit worried about that. It's definitely new in the area.
Now, once again, police are looking for 39-year-old Shaun Boker. We'll be keeping you updated throughout the morning as we learn more information about this deadly shooting. Now,
well, thank God this guy is off the streets. From Florida, habitual criminal. Has a new baby. These idiots don't think about their children. And then their children grow up without a father or mother, because mothers do the same thing too. And then their children get in trouble. And you wonder why. This guy seems like he is a dangerous society. He will never get out of prison, rightfully so. Anything else comes about this case, we'll share on JLR Investigates. Just sharing, there's wackadoodles out there. We take you to Chesapeake, Virginia. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button, praying for the officers' speedy recovery, and praying for all the law enforcement out there. They have a tough job. They respond to scenes they shouldn't be shot at. Crazy stuff. We'll talk soon. Stay tuned.